Hi everyone, welcome to Otterly AG's channel. I'm not Otterly, my name is Callie. I'm Otterly's friend, and I decided to make this series just to make some cool stuff for Otterly to show off on her channel and maybe unpack and use on her dolls, I'm not sure. So today's video is going to be fairly quick. I'm making the hat that's going to go, that is paired with a few of the outfits here, but the version I'm making is really similar to this one here. So it's going to be a white hat with a red ribbon. I've already cut out the pieces. It's only 2 pieces, but you need 4 of the brim and you need 8 of the white. So there's a few varieties for this hat. You could either just double up the fabric the whole way around the hat, which is the easiest way to do, which is exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to use white fabric throughout the whole thing. Or you could double it but then use interfacing in the middle, which is going to give you a lot stiffer of a hat, which I guess we'll find out if just using it without interfacing will work or not. I'm not really sure. And then if you wanted, you could make the bottom side like a fun pattern, like use a different lining than the top side, which I'm not going to be doing. I don't really see, that's not really my style, rather I should say. I think it'd look kind of interesting or weird. So I'm just going to be making a white hat with red ribbon. I'm not going to be using interfacing. I'm just doubling up the fabric. I think it should be fine. Might be a little bit floppy, but I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. It uses pieces 20 and 19. And I cut out 8 pieces of 19 and 4 of 20, I think. Or is it 2? Oh no, it's only 2 of 20. And let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take piece 19. I'm going to split it in half so we have 4 of each. There we go. And we're just going to sew on the edge here and make the top of the hat. So we're going to make like a little, I don't know how to describe it, I guess a semicircle by sewing along one edge, and then we grab another piece, we sew along one edge, grab another piece, sew along one edge, and the last one we just sew it up. And we're going to do that twice. So now we've done the top of the hat. You see we have one side that is out and one side that's in. Now we're going to work on the brim of the hat. We have 2 of these round circular pieces, and we're going to sew them together like this individually. So we got one piece that's sewn together here. We do the same thing with the other one. So now we take these 2 pieces, we flip one of them so that the seam is on the other side, like so. And then so one of these is going to be the lining for the other one, so we're going to make it so that, here, I'll put it out like this, it'll be more obvious. You see that this is the correct side because we can't see the seam. We take this one, put it on top so that we can see the seam, so that way the 2 correct sides are together. Okay? Line them up nice and tight. And now we're going to sew all the way around the outer brim of the hat. Don't forget to press this seam down before you do this. finish off the brim of the hat, we just take this, turn it inside out. So now the seam that we just sewed is on the inside. And now we have to iron it down to make it look right. I did forget to mention that before you turn the brim inside out, you need to go all the way along the edge and cut these little carrots in. I don't know how well you can see that. Don't cut the thread, just cut really close to it, because otherwise you won't be able to get like a really nice crisp edge around the whole thing. Anyways, the next step is to take, let's do this one, our hat that's going to go on the outside. So take a look at the seams, decide which one's going to go on the outside. You take it, boop, and you line up the seam of the brim of the hat with the seam, with the bottom of the top of the hat, and pin it all the way around. Where's my pin? Here we go. So, So it's not quite lining up correctly. I have a little bit extra on the brim, which means that I can just go along the edge of the top of the hat and move it down like this. So it was like this before. It's like this before. Just move it down like this, just a little bit, all the way around the edge. So there we go. We're not done yet. So now I need to go along the edge of this, and I need to cut little carrots in it like we did before. Boop. And if it's super long, like it is right here, you can just sort of, doesn't need to be that long. So now we're going to take this guy. We're going to iron this edge up like this, and then we're going to put it in the hat, and we're going to hand sew it down as discreetly as possible so that you can't really see the stitch. You can't really do it by machine, unfortunately. It's just the nature of hats. But so we're gonna put it right here, like right along the seam from before, and we're gonna hand sew it down. I'm gonna do that off camera because it's gonna take so long, but I'll be okay. As you can see, I've slip stitched it all the way around. I don't know how well. All the way around, I've done a slip stitch, which is close to being pretty much the most invisible stitch from the outside. But the last step is I want to add a ribbon to it. So I'm just going to hot glue the ribbon on because it's fine. I'm lazy. So I'm going to wrap it. I should start from, should make it so that there's one part that's the back. I'm going to make this the back. Put a little glob there. Right against the base. Perfect. There we go. This is good because it covers up this seam here at the bottom. Ooh, it's going on hot glue. go. We've made it back. Now I'm going to make a ribbon, or a bow rather. With a nice long tail, just like Madeline. Okay, I'm just going to put a big glop of hot glue right here where the seam is so you can't see it. There we go. Put that right there. And there we go. Our hat's finished. I'm just gonna finish off the end of the ribbon really quick. And there's our hat. I quite like this pattern. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up a hat. The directions were easy to follow, and I liked how it turned out. Kind of looks kind of like a present. That's so cute. Can go with a lot of different outfits. I would give this pattern, I guess, maybe an 8 or 9 out of 10. I'm not really sure how you would improve it. Maybe add more panels, or I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a great pattern. Pretty easy to follow. It's annoying to slip stitch, but you just kind of have to do that when you're making a hat. Yeah. And that's the end of this video. See you in the next one.